Well, hello, beautiful souls. How are you all? So, I've decided to come on here and have a little chat about what it is that I create. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Kerry, and I am the creator of GalArtic. And what's GalArtic? GalArtic is many a thing, has many hats, many umbrellas, but the main thing is GalArtic Art. And GalArtic Art is visual transmissions that can work on your energy field. What a load of rubbish. Paintings can't do that. Oh, but yes, they can. This is where the crazy scientist comes out. Right, no, it's no. She's going to be good. Okay, right. So, what's GalArtic Art? So, GalArtic Art, if you've just come across me tonight and you're like, who is this crazy lady? Go have a look at my TikTok profile and go and look through all the time lapses that I've created with regards to my painting. You'll see the process from the drawing of the geometry to the crystallization of the geometry to the actual painting of the visualization. Okay, now sometimes they can take a week to do, sometimes they can take 2 weeks to a month to do, but however, the recent one that I've worked on has taken me 9 months to create, and it has literally been a full birth. And just as I was coming up to finishing the painting, it honestly felt like I was giving birth to the painting. Yes, I know. No, I'm not crazy. So, how they work. Okay. So some people may call it channeling. I call it what would I call it? A transmission, okay? So I receive information as to what these projects are, to what the visualization is, to what the sacred geometry is. What do you mean? I can see visually what that's actually going to look like, and with that visual, I can sense, I can feel, I just know, and I start doodling the images within my own doodle book, okay, of what these paintings are. So for instance, Merlin, I received the information to paint Merlin 2 years prior to actually painting him. And I keep these within my doodle book. I draw everything down in my doodle book because I can't draw, but I can paint. Make it make sense. So I just doodle them. And then when it feels right, when I just get this knowing it's time to create that painting, I go into the studio, pull out a canvas, and I just go for it. And it's really interesting because sometimes when these paintings are created, they're coming up to specific energetic gates or portals, or for instance, the Observers was created for the Lion's Gate, and I was seeing the images prior to that. So as I'm creating the paintings, things can change, okay, depending on the energy, because energy changes all the time. So there was different versions of that painting coming through as I was painting it, which possibly took a little bit longer than what I wished for, because energies were changing all the time. I was going through everything. So let me talk about that. So there's crystals in these paintings, okay? Crystals that are intuitively felt, guided, that I choose, that I listen to, and I just know that has to go in these specific paintings. I don't know what the benefits of these crystals are until after the fact that I've created the paintings, and then I have to go and write up information about these paintings. On my website, I don't know what these metaphysical, spiritual consciousness benefits are of these crystals until I actually put it all together and create one big picture, right? I don't, and I like it that way because I like to experience everything that this painting does so I can talk about it with you guys as well, right? So I receive the information for the crystals, I crush the crystals, and then when I crush the crystals, I then place them on top of the sacred geometry. Now, if you think about this, crystals has a consciousness, they also have a frequency. Yes, they do, okay? Look at sacred geometry, it's in heaps of ancient texts, even the Bible. It's even in the Bible. Look at all the sacred geometric patterns. They also have a consciousness. They also have metaphysical benefits. They also have spiritual benefits. They also have a frequency and a vibration, okay? So you've got crystals and you've got sacred geometry that have a frequency and vibration. Put those two together in a sacred geometric pattern, okay? You're literally creating an energy field. Here goes Kerry, the crazy scientist, also known as the female Doctor Strange. Well, just saying. Right, so you put these together, right? And what that does is like energetically sends out a field, which then interacts with your field. So it doesn't matter who looks at it, they'll receive that benefit if they choose and if they're ready for it, okay? When you look at the painting, you may feel something. I think there was a comment that was like, oh God, I feel that. Was it on TikTok or was it on my Facebook? Feel free to follow me on Facebook if you're watching this. So, you can feel it. You may get tingles, you may get like tingling in the head. You'll just feel this painting. There may be a familiarity about it. You may get a headache. Like, who knows? Everybody's different, okay? But what it does is this energetic force field created by the crystals, the sacred geometry, and also the visual that I see for that specific sacred geometry and that specific crystals sends out an energy field, and then it activates something in your energy field, because we're all energy. Right? That's it. We're all energy. We're all energy. If you go back previous videos, I've discussed this 9-foot energy field. And it's also a form of light technology. So light technology is a new form of technology that there's been many clinical papers done on. And literally the painting is a form of this light technology. It reflects your own energy field back into your own body to activate your genetic and cellular DNA. To start repairing, to start healing, I would say my paintings are more to access higher consciousness levels and to bring forward healing. Then you do the work, okay? And I know this because having working with this painting for the past 9 months and being within its presence, it's not been an easy feat. Let's put it that way. It has been, like I said, if you watch the commentary video, I feel like I've done about 20 years of healing creating this painting. But also within this painting and creating the painting, there's been so much things going on within my reality. There's been energetic shifts, there's been pushes, there's been jumps, there's been like so much growth. There was a connection to the self because I was so self-disconnected at one point, you know. There's been many things going on whilst creating these paintings, especially the observers. So, these paintings are phenomenal. You can buy prints. The print will have the same energetics, okay? And you can, I've got them on my website. You can go have a look if you fancy it. There's blankets, there's everything. So when you've got wrap a blanket of that painting around you, you're literally activating your cellular DNA. It's absolutely fascinating to bring forward everything that needs to be brought forward at a consciousness level. Okay, this is how these work. So the original painting is up for sale. However, it's looking for its guardian. And what I mean by guardian is the original paintings need a specific guardian that feels called to that painting to hold the energetics and the energetic responsibility of that painting, because they're crystals, because they're sacred geometry. They need to be protected energetically, but they also need to be cleansed. And that person is taking on the energy of literally anyone who looks at that and hold that energy. So currently I'm holding the energy of the observers, and someone else will hold that when the guardian comes forward. So I just wanted to drop that in there. I hope it makes sense. And if it doesn't, drop me an email. I've linked my email and I can answer as best as I can. May do longer videos, who knows. But anyway, take care. Love you. Thank you for listening.